What's up, everybody? It is a Blue Drake, and I wanted to show you something today that I've been keeping track of, and it is so amazing. This isn't something that I think I'd normally talk about on this channel, but the more that I see what they're doing, the more that I see what this is becoming, this is honestly kind of like exactly the kind of thing that I think we would be interested in. This is some of the coolest lighting mechanics, some of the coolest lighting physics, simulations of light I've ever seen in a game, and it's in none other than Minecraft. Now look, I get it. I know that Minecraft is kind of the Justin Bieber of video games, and yeah, understood. But you can't deny that this looks absolutely incredible, and I've been kind of excited about a whole bunch of other games that have been coming out recently that are kind of pushing towards doing something that I think we've always wanted from Minecraft, but we've never gotten from Minecraft. Games like Hytale, games that even games like Starship Evo and things like that. We're seeing other indie games pushing the boundaries, but maybe, just maybe, that has put the fear into Microsoft, and that's why they are putting so much effort recently into taking Minecraft into places where it's never been before. I have to absolutely say, this is the most intrigued I've ever been. Look at this. Look at these screenshots. Like, this changes almost the entire look and feel of the game. This is taking it from something that's kind of like monotonous, maybe even a little bit childlike, and transforming it into a really realistic and beautiful game. I mean, not to say that Minecraft wasn't pretty in its own right before, or, I mean, I guess charming, but this makes it look absolutely gorgeous. If this is the future of this game, man, I gotta say, I might have to look into how they are working on this. Now, they've been showcasing a bunch of new betas, so this is the new Portal Pioneer update. Now, this means there's going to be whole new biomes, there's going to be whole new places for you to explore, and I gotta say, it looks pretty good. One of the problems that I used to have with Minecraft is that the biomes weren't really that unique or interesting. There is a lot of modifications that did some really cool things with the game, but as far as official content, it wasn't really meeting the level of quality that I was really seeing out of the modding community. I mean, you see all these amazing modifications coming out of the community, and you're sitting here like, why can't the actual developers work on that? So it's kind of cool to see. I mean, look at this. You've got these entire underwater worlds. You've got submarines. I mean, kind of like Subnautica style. That's pretty cool. And I mean, it immediately goes back to me thinking of that one game. What was that? Or not the one game, the one movie. It was Deep Blue Sea or something like that, where it was the sharks got super smart and they hunted you down. I know you wouldn't see something like that, at least not in the base content of Minecraft, but I hope somebody makes a mod for that. That would be absolutely hilarious. You'd be underwater, have this underwater research installation, and then these blocky, crazy, genius sharks start hunting you down. That would be terrifying, actually. That would make for great content. I would play that. But yeah, this is really cool. This is the RTX update for Minecraft, combined with the new content updates that are going to be coming out, and man, I'm impressed. I am actually impressed. I think if they can breathe new life and maybe do a lot of the things that we've been waiting on, that we knew was possible with a game like this, that they haven't done. You know, I want to see more. I want to see more in terms of quests. I want to see more depth of NPCs. I mean, you look at a game like Fallout. You look at a game like Oblivion. You look at a game like Skyrim. You look at all of these games that have incredibly deep storylines, quests, even like dialogue trees and hierarchical and dynamic quest lines where, you know, you can kill different characters and it doesn't end the game, it just transitions the game into a different direction. I would want to see stuff like that from this. You know, I think that Minecraft is one of the, if not the most successful game of all time. I want to see more coming from that. That's one of the things that I think I've always been frustrated with this game, is that it has the ability to do amazing things. They've got the budget, they've got the talent, they've got the reason, they've got the means to do it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe now the indie community, which has been developing a bunch of competitors, maybe that's really kicked them into third gear. And if that's the case, then that would be absolutely fantastic. But this RTX update, man, it looks good. Man, I gotta say, I've been going through some tough times recently in terms of finances, and obviously we have an entire development studio. We've got to make sure that we're taking care of everybody. We're putting money towards our projects, but whew, this makes me want to buy an RTX graphics card really bad, but I don't think I can spring for that just yet. I've been trying to run my existing computer into the ground before I update. I was kind of hoping that this could maybe be the last computer that I ever buy. I know that's going to be a lie, but I kind of tried to trick myself into having that mindset. Look, this is really amazing, though. It really does kind of remind me of like Subnautica. Reminds me of I don't know. It reminds me of a lot of really, really great games that that I wish they would replicate what made those games great in this. In fact, here, actually, let me go back through that. So what was this? This looked like, so there's, I can't tell, is this like a mirror? I think this is actually a mirror, because you can see, I mean, it looks like it goes on for eternity, but I don't think it actually does go on for eternity. It looks like this is a room with mirrors on either side, which I think is kind of interesting. In fact, it's even more interesting because if you look back here, it looks like that if you have two mirrors reflecting back and forth, obviously the light can only be simulated so many times before it becomes... Man, that is actually... Is that really what that is? That's super impressive. That's super cool. So there's mirrors on... I never thought of that. Now that I think about it, I never thought of that. I just realized, yeah, if you have RTX and you have a mirror, you have two mirrors pointed at each other, how does it handle that? Apparently, I guess we just found out. That's amazing. Yeah, look, because it stops. It stops right there. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you've got 10 reflections before it actually stops. Wow. That's amazing. That's super cool. That kind of gives you a little bit more appreciation of what's probably going on in all of these other shots as well. Man, RTX is amazing. I think RTX is probably one of the biggest innovations in terms of game development that I've seen in a long time. I mean, I feel like game development's kind of stagnated. There's a lot of things where you know, we're not really seeing as many giant leaps, at least not visually, as we used to. I think it's because in a lot of ways we've kind of hit the glass ceiling there in terms of making things look as good as they could. Photorealism isn't as big of a pursuit as it used to be. I think right now people are focusing a lot more on gameplay and what makes games fun as opposed to pushing photorealism, which is fine. I actually think that's great, especially since we've kind of achieved photorealism numerous times in a bunch of different games now, and but with RTX again, like this is impressive. This is like, even when you look at a photo with that has RTX engaged, it's almost like you can't even put your finger on it. You can't even really put your finger on what makes it look so much better. Because even a situation like this, you know, like these are blocky graphics. Obviously, it's not a photorealistic game. But when you combine it with RTX, man, it looks great. I think maybe it's almost like, you know, if you had toys in a toy chest. You know, if you were playing with toys in real life, you would still see all of the realistic lights and reflections, even the subtle ones that would come along with it being in the real world. And I think that's kind of what RTX brings to this. You know, like it makes it look real, even if it's not a real game. Like I think it makes it feel more like tangible, more like something you can touch, something you can be a part of. I don't know. It's pretty cool. But yeah. So if you guys enjoy this, let me know down in the comments. I mean, I never thought in a million years that I would be this impressed with this stuff. But I think I might actually I might actually dive back in. I actually do own a copy of this game. I would have to figure out how to get an RTX graphics card or something like that, so I'll have to look into that, see if I can even get myself set up where I could even showcase this stuff, but this is pretty cool. I might have to dive in and get some footage and really test this and show you guys. So if you enjoy this, let me know, and then besides that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and stay tuned for more Teardown content. Alright, cheers boys.